Please watch Cricket Lover with Imran Server.
Hi, my cricket lovers, I'm Imran from Los Angeles, California. This is right here, as you know, that the second game was abandoned because of the rain, I believe. So now I have this third T20 in my hands, Australia versus New Zealand. This is right here, Australia batted. Australia batted. They made 164 for 6 in 20 overs. The run is 8.20 run per over. Shot 33, Finch 28, Maxwell 13, McDermott 0, Carey 27, Lynn 13, Stoinis 25, and Coulter-Neil 13. And from the bowling side, Kumar 433 0, Khalil Ahmed 435 0. That's not good bowling. That's not a bad bowling from Khalil. The first game he bowled, he was bit expensive, very expensive. In this game he controlled a lot. And then Bumrah 438 0. You know, it's one of those days. You know, and Kuldeep Yadav 419 1. And Pandya 436 4. That's a very good bowling. Like I told, possibly after that game, the game they played, the Pandya gave lots of runs, like 55 something like this. In this game, he took care of business right here. So when the bowling coach talks to you and all this, then things will happen, and you will take care of the matter. My cricket lovers, this is important that you understand it. You can't stay in international team if you don't perform, because there's a big lane coming right behind you. There's a big queue right behind you. You don't perform, you're out of here. There's lots of people are knocking at the door that who can replace you. Even it's India. We had a problem here. We had the problem. If you don't perform, they'll throw you out. There are lots of all-rounder because thank God, blessing of my Lord, special blessing. I was all-rounder, so I had to worry about myself. You know, perform. If you don't perform, you're out of there. So now the Indian batting side: Sharma 23, Dhawan 41, Kohli 61, well batted Kohli, Rahul 14, Paint 0, and Karthik 22. India made in 19.4 overs with 8.54 runs per over. And as I spoke to you, as you know, I always talk to you about Indian batting side. That's it's very what do you call that, prodigality that I spoke to. Somebody asked a question to Mr. Sunny Gavaskar, that the person, because I asked a question, I asked one of the questions, and then another person asked a question that who's the best batsman. There was no doubt about that. I've told you so many times. That Virat Kohli is one of the best batsmen from India. He did say that. Somebody asked him a question, Sunny Gavaskar, who's the best batsman in the world? So he idiomously he gave the answer: Virat Kohli, the best batsman in the world. And there's no doubt about that. There's lots of batsmen coming up. In a cricket, you never know. You go 5, 6, 7 inning low, somebody else can come and beat you a little bit and go ahead. That's part of the game. It's open field. It's open field. The horses are running. The field is open. Who's got the better legs? That person will run away and win the race. And the start. And I'm talking about the bowling side. Start 24 over 26 on 1 wicket. Coulter 3 over 40 runs, 0 wicket, too many runs. 3 over 40 runs, 3 over 40 runs, too many runs. Stoinis 1 over 22 runs. Oh God, that's too many. Zimba 4 over 22 runs, 1 wicket, that's good bowling. Maxwell 4 over 25 runs, 1 wicket, that's good bowling. And tied 3.4 over 32 runs, 1 wicket. That's the reason, because it's Australian getting too many runs away. That's why they lost the game, you know. Konal Pandya was the man of the match in this right here. 4 overs 36 and 4 wicket. That's what the game was from India, and it was very good game on behalf of India. And I'm gonna use in this program, I'm gonna put lots of videos that I made when I was a backyard in LX. When Sunil Gavaskar is a great player, tremendous cricketer. There's no doubt about that. You know, I want to ask this question, and I want to say lots of things, but the things that there's no enough time. There was no. They give you time frame a little bit that you have to you know, sum it up yourself. Otherwise, they don't give you too much time. So I have a little bit time that I asked him just question about Pakistan, the footwork of Pakistan and Indian footwork. I asked him what's the difference between Indian batsmen and Pak's batsmen is different, because most of the time they have the direct tag to Pakistan that they in the second inning in Test match, or mostly Pakistan playing in second inning, they can't make the run. And I asked him a question, and he politically he gave me the answer. Yes, the Indian Pakistan batsmen, they have a footwork too, because he just can't distinct, you know, this thing that who is the better. Talking about the batsman, he told me that yes, this is he is Pakistan batsman. They also have a good batting side, but I don't think so. I think, you know, Indian batsmen, they have a better. That's why I wanted him to distinct between Pakistan and Indian batsmen. He didn't want to give me that answer, you know, because politically he was trying to be, you know, he didn't want to say anything bad about Pakistan batting order. But everybody knows in the world that the Pakistan batting order is kind of poorish, and even the Pakistani players, all cricketers, they have said, Zahir, Wasim Akram, Ramiz Raja, and all these guys, that they are good boys. The Indian batsmen are good boys. You can go and talk to them, ask him, but they don't go to ask him, which is what's going on. It's damaging their credibility, their skill level. That's why they have been tagged, red tagged. That as soon as any other team makes a decent runs, Pakistan batsmen, they slump, they hump themselves. You know, they cannot make the runs, which is very unfortunate to like this, that they cannot. That's why the Pakistani batsmen are like this. My curriculum is Imran from Los Angeles, California. I want you to like my program. You talk to me. You email. My email number is there, which is imranserver62@yahoo.com. You can email me on my telephone, 818-314-8771. You can call me. I can give you the answer in my next program. And because I played with the greatest here, I played with the great cricketers, tremendous cricketer from India, Jadeja, Sehwag, Rohan Gavaskar, and all these guys were coming down. Rajesh Chauhan, Venkapati Raju, Atul Watson, and you name Nikhil Chopra, and all these guys. Everybody was coming to West Indies. Frank Rose, me and him, we played together, and a few others, you know, Graham Hick, and all these guys came down and played lots of games, you know. So this is right here, this is Imran from Los Angeles, California. I want you to show me some love. That's why when I'm talking in the game, sometimes I put my, whatever I had gone through, my incident and story inside the program. Thank you very much, my cricket lovers. This is Imran from Los Angeles, California. Have a good day. Bye bye.
It's a historic occasion in so many ways. Of course, by now, you should know that the living legend is here.